Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Coach Kara and we are here with another relationship video. Today we are talking about 5 types of guys you should never marry. Let's just get started. Okay, so here's what. I know when you're excited about being engaged to your person and you try to overlook certain flaws, character flaws that is, and behaviors because you just want to get down the aisle. You want to put on that beautiful gown or tux for your person and your people and just have an amazing wedding day. No. Perhaps you might be marrying the wrong person, and one of those types of people may be someone who is very indecisive. Now this person, if your boo, is already at the altar and they might be standing there contemplating, am I doing the right thing? Fast forward, someone who is an indecisive thinker is someone who never processes in a timely manner that is healthy. So if you are always contemplating, you're contemplating, should I take that potential out again? Should I take them on a date? Should I not? Okay, you go on the date. Should I see them again? Should I begin to now grow feelings? Everything is questionable to like a certain degree to where they're almost not moving along with their instincts and following their own intuition as we always should. That's why I say you have to listen to your intuition. It'll guide you and it'll let you know if you're making the right choices. You don't have to ask multiple people. Or you don't have to lie awake at night wondering, should I pop the question? Like that should already be evident. If this person is showing you signs of the type of love and speaking your love language and doing what it is that you expect them to do or accept or expecting of them, well then why not take that chance? But if you are with someone and this person is always straddling the fence or on the fence, as they say, they can never quite make up their mind, you kind of want to be very wary about this type of individual. Like, I don't even think it's maturity. Are you stable enough to make sound decisions? Because when you get married, you enter into another realm of maturity, adulthood, that it's going to require a lot of hard choices and decisions to make. Should we purchase this home? Am I making the right decision? But if you're with someone who's always indecisive, it's kind of hard it'll be hard for your person to support you. You want to be with someone who is definite and they are self-assured and they know the choices that they're making, maybe a bit risky, but they're believing in themselves enough to make certain choices and then deal with the outcome if it does not work in their favor. You understand what I'm saying? So you definitely want to be mindful about someone who is quite indecisive, because you're going to get a lot of in and out behavior, in and out energy, not being sure. I mean, yeah, it'll drive you mad if you will allow it. So just save yourself some time and some money and try to just give someone who is indecisive. Again, they may be standing at the altar wondering and contemplating if they are indeed still making the right decision. No one has time for that. The next type of guy that you should avoid marrying would be someone who is stubborn. And I mean super stubborn. Why? And you may say, oh, well, I'm stubborn and I'm not that bad and my partner... No, I'm talking about the individual who doesn't take advice. The person who is just so stuck in their ways, they're unchangeable, and it could be to the point to where they may not feel like they are ever wrong and not willing to take accountability for certain things. They're just stuck on that. Like, I'm not apologizing. And if you are with someone who is much like a jackass, a donkey, they're unmoving, well, that's what you have. You have a human in your life that is unmoving. If they're not willing to mend and resolve, even if they wasn't really wrong, just try to get to the point to where, hey, okay, I won't do that again. Just even get to that. Even if they don't just come right out and say, I apologize for doing X, Y, and Z. But if your person is unmoving, you have a problem. That jackass is going to stay a jackass. And when someone is stubborn in their ways, they are not going to want to make decisions as a couple. It'll be very challenging. Well, no, I want to live on the west side. No, and I want to live on the east side. We're living on the east side, damn it. And that's that. There's no compromise. Okay? Again, so just save yourself a whole lot of headache and skip that stubborn beast, because I promise you, wherever it is internally, it isn't going anywhere. The next type of guy that you should stay away from as far as marriage goes is the guy, this is on a different level here. It's a guy who has a very bad temper. Just hot-headed, right on, just go from 1 to 100 in like a nanosecond. Has very little to no self-control. You know, it's hard for him to come down and be calm and talk in a rational manner to get resolved. Or it may not even be between you two. You guys could be out and he might just like pop off in a way that scares you. See, as they say, where there's smoke, there's always fire. Though your person, your guy may not have been physical with you, but you've seen that level of anger. You've seen the smoke. Now just think if you were to do something that really set them off, really make them go ablaze. Where else do you think that anger can go? Especially if you two have been living and residing for a very long time, and now that you guys are married, and they have a high sense of control, and there's a lot that goes along with being high-tempered. You know that, right? There's some sort of internal struggle going on that they haven't resolved or don't know how to resolve, and it's been with them for a long, it's like a little demon within them that can't give them that level of control that they need to make you feel safe, secure in your relationship. So if you are with someone who has a very bad temper, they throw things, their voice is like to the highest when they're in an argument, or just not even arguing, like they go there, baby, I'm telling you, I don't think it's worth it. It really is not. It's very hard to tame a beast. Very hard, especially when they have unresolved struggles and issues within. You don't know what you're dealing with, or maybe you do, and if you do, it would be very wise of you to not want to have to endure such anger and hostility for the remainder of your lives. Next, the next type of guy that you should never want to marry is someone you do not trust. They're not untrustworthy. There's a lack of trust. They're not as honest as they should be. Like, here's the thing. If you don't even trust someone as your coworker, as your bestie, why in the hell are you getting serious with someone for the long term? Like, trust is everything. It just basically goes without saying. If I can't trust you in one area, I damn sure can't trust you in another. Even though you say, oh, I am, and I will be, oh no. If someone has given you nothing but dishonesty, deception, manipulation, like, you're so insecure because of them. And you may have never had any high levels of insecurity. You know, we all get a little insecure, especially in the early stages of any connection, because, you know, you're trying to kind of want things to work out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're feeling for the person. But I'm talking about this individual makes you feel so insecure. You have anxiety. You're having health issues. Like, you're not together. You're not yourself. Then why in the hell are you trying to marry them? Look, trust is a choice. If you want to be trustworthy, you have to choose to be that way so that you can be trusted. So if someone is choosing to be untrustworthy, well, That's that. And lastly on the list, someone who is self-absorbed. And there are a lot of negative traits that can come from just being self-absorbed. Look, the first word is self. I. Okay? I comes before you. If someone is always thinking about themselves, and you may not even realize it, but let me give you a couple of examples. Someone who is self-absorbed, especially when you're in the early dating stages, it may not be quite identifiable, which is why I'm about to share you just a little example. They may come off as though they're doing so much for you and they're charming you. You know, he's being like love bombing the hell out of you. But in all actuality, he's doing it for himself. So at the end of the night, he can go and stare in the mirror. Yeah, I did that. I can afford to do that. I'm that guy. She or he, they're never going to want anyone else because I'm giving them everything. You know, it always goes back to them. You may not know that, but just because someone is taking you out and giving you the best, it may not be because they feel like you're that special. And it's so sad to say that, or you're that worthy, because you are. You're deserving of. But for them, they may see it as, oh, okay, I can do this. I'm going to do this because of. Everything about them getting married is about themselves. They're doing it to have a better image so that they can become, you know, a pillar of their community. You know, they say, you know, in high society, it's best to be married because it gives you a different image. You know, that's that sort of thing. You'd be amazed at why people get married. The arrogance of it all. So if your person is self-absorbed and a successful union, a healthy relationship, it involves two people coming together as one, thinking of each other in every way, in every aspect. You know, just being communicative throughout the day. Hey, love, I'm going to be doing this later on. I just wanted to let you know, out of respect, that I'll be doing X, Y, and Z. Versus saying, I'll be home whenever. I'm thinking about just selfish. Like, why would you want to be with someone who's already giving you that energy in just a simple dating situation, but yet you're trying to marry them? Look, loves, there are certain traits that you can really change and alter just by willing to do so. But then there are others to where something has made this person this way. And to try to figure that out, have fun with that. They don't even know. They just are. To be with someone who is very egocentric and all about themselves, you will always find yourself in a one-sided marriage, okay? That is all for now, my loves. I thought I'd share that with you. Hope that was insightful. If you need some relationship coaching, premarital coaching, I am here. All of my information will be linked down below. We can talk about it and try to make it all make sense. Yeah? And thank you so much for joining me today. That is all for now, my love. Until next time.